Texas Arguello, the former WBC super featherweight champion, defending his crown for the second time against Alfredo Escalera, the Snake Man, demolishing him with a left hook, the place Rimini Italy. From then on, Arguello moved up to fight among the lightweights. So Bazooka Limon fought Ildefonso Bethelme for the crown on December 11th last, and Bazooka Limon, a southpaw, won that fight and thus became the new WBC super featherweight champion. But he must face another very tough kid in his first title defense today. His name, Cornelius Boza Edwards, ranked number 2 by the WBC. Another southpaw with punishing blows from either fist. And the place right here, the Memorial Civic Auditorium in Stockton, California, known to fight fans throughout the nation as Fat City. Memorial Civic Auditorium in Fat City, otherwise known as Stockton, California. Why Fat City? And hello again, everyone. Good to have you with us. Fat City because Stockton, California was the scene set for Leonard Gardner's novel of that name and for the film adaptation thereof. And this town is proud of it. They've got signs all over the arena saying Fat City is here to stay. And for today, they've got a world championship bout, and it should be an interesting scrap. Two southpaws, as I have noted. Boza Edwards, a kid I first saw fight in Wembley in London. I think he's a terrific young fighter. Limon, a renegade, a maverick, not the best character in the world perhaps, but a tough cookie as a fighter. In the city of Kampala, he was favored to win in his weight classification in the Montreal Olympics, but he was among those whose countries departed those Olympic Games, so he never got that opportunity. He moved to London. He speaks perfect English. He was very distressed earlier this week because of Limon's behavior at a press conference. Limon made an ugly offensive remark about perhaps the same fate befalling Boza Edwards as befell Johnny Owens. How did Boza Edwards react? He told me.
It's sort of a shock for any intelligent human being to say such a thing, because I don't think he realized how hard I can punch and how good I can fight. For him to say that, he should have thought twice that it could either happen to him. But it didn't shock me because Johnny Owen wasn't. It didn't shock me that much, according to the Sanders fight, because Johnny Owen wasn't in our camp. Back
live at ringside in Stockton, California. Bill Kaplan is serving as the ring announcer today. He's well known in boxing circles, was once the publicity man for George Foreman when Georgie Porgy was the heavyweight champion of the world. Quickly, the referee will be the veteran from California, Dick Young, no relation to the New York sports writer of the same name. The fight will be scored by 3 judges, Dr. Yen King, Lou Filippo, and Hank Ellis Puro, all 3 veterans. The ring size, 19 by 19, WBC rules, 10-point must scoring system, mandatory 8 count, no standing 8 counts. The 3 knockdown rule waived, championship fight, no saving by the bell except in the 15th round. So those are, again, in a nutshell, the nuts and bolts of the contest. There's the introduction of Cornelius Boza Edwards. I first caught him at Wembley in London against Ronnie Green. He dispatched him in the 6th. He can punch. He is a polished fighter. Put up an excellent fight against Arguello until he became fatigued. Arguello, of course, one of the best fighters of contemporary times in his lower weight classification, and a devastating puncher. There is Bazooka Limon. You saw his record. It's 44-10-2 with 31 knockouts. I did his fight against Arguello in the Felt Forum in the summer of 1979, and he gave Arguello a tough go of it until Arguello scored a TKO in the 11th round. Arguello, of course, with the capacity to come on in the late rounds and destroy an opponent because of his punching power. Now there's the tail of the tape. Limon 27, Boza Edwards 24. They each weighed in at 129. The height only an inch differential, the reach only an inch differential, both favoring Boza Edwards. Again, both fighters southpaws. The bell for round one. Dick Young, the third man in the ring. Of course, when an orthodox fighter, a right-hander, fights a southpaw, he wants to stay outside the right foot as much as possible of the southpaw, thus diminishing the power of the left, making it harder for the southpaw to reach it. But when southpaws go against one another, it's not a problem because it's like a right-hander fighting a right-hander. The right lead is the orthodox lead. Always they try to score, setting up combinations, wearing down the opponent. Right now, the two of them feeling one another out. Eight-ounce gloves, of course. Rays, the Mexican glove. And a good-sized ring. 19 by 19. A lot of room to maneuver. Limon does not train in the orthodox way. He suits his own training purposes and drives the famed Cuyo Hernandez in his corner, his trainer, crazy. He will listen to no one, and in perfect candor, he has carried the title with scant grace. For the Montreal Olympics and the departure of Uganda from those games, Boza Edwards was the favorite to win the gold in his weight classification. With 2 minutes into round one. Not an action round, a cautious round. With the right. Came a little bit of a slugfest there for a moment. Touch of a brawl. Coming to the end of the first round. Boza Edwards trying to work behind his right lead. And he did effectively there. The end of the round at hand. Back live in Stockton, California at ringside, the WBC Super Featherweight Championship at stake. Boza Edwards to the right of your screen, the challenger, and Bazooka Limon to the left, the defender. Now Limon with his back to you. In Boza Edwards' corner, his manager, Mickey Duff, the prominent British boxing promoter, his trainer, George Francis, and the corner man is the famed Jackie McCoy, one of the best cut men in the business. Key man in Limon's corner is, of course, Cuyo Hernandez. Caution from Young to Limon to lift them up. Limon can work him over effectively on the inside. Good right by Boza Edwards. Back Limon up. Saw Limon go to the belly. Like all Mexican fighters, Limon can absorb punishment like a sponge. He took so much from Arguello, never wavered. Until finally, Arguello nailed him. As Boza Edwards getting that right lead in there, trying to work behind it systematically. There's two rights, he doubled up.
Get that camera down to the right Break it clean, both of you. Watch your head.
It's the second round action. We're coming up to the 2-minute mark. "50 seconds left to go in the round and counting down." Doubled with the right. Boza Edwards did after a left lead. He's fighting well in this round. The young man who now lives in London, the Harrods section of London. To the stomach and then up to the base. Boza Edwards using his right very well. It's a good round for the now Britisher. We're back live, the Memorial Civic Auditorium in Stockton, otherwise known as Fat City, California. WBC Super Featherweight crown at stake. Defending Bazooka Limon is back to you, challenging Cornelius Boza Edwards, the Ugandan who now resides in London. Second round, an excellent round for Boza Edwards, but an interesting exchange between Mickey Duff, the manager, and the fighter between rounds. Duff was disturbed because twice on breaks, and there was a right lead by Limon that scored. Twice Limon had hit Boza Edwards low, and Duff was afraid that Boza Edwards would lose himself in temper and try to put the other fighter away very quickly, which can only be self-defeating in Duff's view. He wants his fighter to fight behind the right jab lead. Uppercut by Limon. Limon came out more effectively in this round than the very beginning, but now Boza Edwards seems to be setting his own pace, fighting his own fight. Edwards doubling on the right from in close and using that right effectively. Occasionally the left, as you just saw, in combination. Coming up to the face and scoring strongly, backing Boza Edwards off. But no caution from Dick Young on what appeared to be clearly a low blow. And Limon is fighting more his kind of fight. We're going to stay after this round. Limon is muscling his man and crowding him, and mauling him. In the arena, screaming Mexico, much in the manner of the Mexico City Arena at the 19th Olympiad in Mexico City in '68. They went crazy that year when Antonio Roldan won a gold. End of the round. And we stay and go back with Cornelius Boza Edwards, as Limon had his best round, but I still must comment on the absence of a call of a low blow or even a caution by Limon, or to Limon, by referee Dick Young. There you see them working over Limon's eyes, forehead, both of which have a tendency to puff. Julio Hernandez has had as many as 7 champions at one time. A very, very famous man in his native country, Mexico.
Right? Otherwise, that silly long left right swing used to be thrown.
If you've got your hands up nicely, you're okay. Left hand up. Going great. That's 3 good rounds.
You heard Mickey Duff. That's 3 good rounds. Well, I don't agree about the last round. 3rd round I gave to Limon. Now the bell, round 4. We are live in Stockton with the WBC Super Featherweight crown at stake. And it was in the 3rd round that Limon started to be able to fight his fight against a man who is clearly a more graceful boxer. But he can get into deep trouble if he fights Limon's fight and makes a slugfest out of it. Limon can kill you in the manner of Mexican fighters with blows to the belly, especially in the liver area. Good combination there. Both men southpaws, I remind you. Another good combination. The right lead followed by the left. You can see when Boza Edwards fights purposefully, methodically, and sets his pace, he is very effective against the wilder Limon. But when he gets into a slugfest like that, he gets into some trouble. He would be well advised to keep his distance, use his slightly superior reach. That was a hit on the break, and you saw Dick Young, the referee. Boza Edwards had better stop looking at Dick Young. He's obviously not going to get any help there. And he can get floored while he's looking and complaining. He's got to tend to business. It's his 4th round action. And we have 30 seconds to go. It was an up and down round. Boza Edwards dominating in the beginning, Limon in the middle, and now Boza Edwards coming on again. We approach the end of round 4. We're back live in Stockton, California. The graphic tells you what the fight is all about, what championship is at stake. Between rounds, an interesting exchange between Duff, Boza Edwards' manager, and Dick Young, the referee. And then Duff implored his fighter to stop looking at the referee, the very comment I made in the 4th round. This is 5th round action. Exchanges, Limon is very tough. Snapped Boza Edwards' head back with a right. There's a left that floored Bazooka Limon. A solid left. And that's the power that that young man has that I told you about. Limon left himself wide open for that left. He had dropped his guard. He had been trying to work the right, and he had dropped it. And Boza Edwards came in over it, so we have the first knockdown of the fight. Knockdown of Bazooka Limon by corny Boza Edwards, who must now watch out, not get too wild as he struggles for the kill. Because Limon can take great punishment. Has let himself be trapped against the ropes at a very bad time. when he should have been trying to work over the opponent. Instead, he's letting the opponent who was knocked down work him over. Now, Boza Edwards comes back. A caution to Limon, finally, from referee Dick Young. Boza Edwards appears very strong. Blood is pouring out of the corner of Limon's left eye. Limon is fighting desperately, trying to come back and succeeding. Boza Edwards covering up. It has become a brawl in this round, sparked by the knockdown of Limon with a stunning left by Corny Boza Edwards. We will stay between rounds. We are coming to the end of round 5. And Bazooka Limon weathered the knockdown, came back, and on 2 occasions with strong flurries, actually took the offensive. It's money's worth. The fight has become a dilly. Right there. They are working over with the ice bag. Bazooka Limon. And we'll take another look at that left. There was the left, and you saw the position of Bazooka Limon's right hand, the left coming right over it. It was the blow, there another view of it, that Boza Edwards had been looking for. And Limon went down quickly and cleanly. Ooh. Perfect target. There is Boza Edwards. Jackie McCoy, whose face you see behind his right shoulder. Mickey Duff, whose face you see before Boza Edwards. There is Limon. You must say, Limon really had the tenacity and the heart to come back after that knockdown. Boza Edwards made a critical mistake, laying against the ropes and letting Limon work him over when he should have been seeking to set Limon up for the kiss-off. 6th round action now. Note at the start of the round how purposefully Boza Edwards works. Good boxing. There's another good right. Earlier, the right and left in combination. And he piles up points this fight. "50 seconds into round 6. Pace is slowed naturally after the hectic fracas that was the 5th round.
Break it clean, both. Hands up!
6th round action. A big boxing round for Corny Boza Edwards. Scoring repeatedly. They're trying to go down to the midsection. Minute left in round 6. Right by Limon. Boza Edwards makes a great mistake to let himself get pinned against the ropes and then to cover up in rope-a-dope fashion. Because he's too effective boxing this way to let that happen to him. 15 seconds left. A clearly fine boxing round for the young man from London. Excellent scoring throughout the round. working his punches beautiful. We're back live in Stockton, California. Cornelius Boza Edwards to the right of your screen, challenging Bazooka Limon, who's quickly trying to mount an attack to the stomach. In this, the 7th round. The WBC super featherweight crown is at stake. And told you early on, Boza Edwards is an impressive young fighter. From the day I first saw him against Ronnie Green in Wembley Arena in London, I felt that he had the makings of a champion. Remarkably gentlemanly young man, too.
Watch your head. Watch your head, both of you.
Again, he's making the mistake of appealing to Dick Young. He must keep his eyes on the opponent. Limon, habitually, when he gets behind in a fight, will resort to butting. And Boza Edwards has to be careful about that.
Keep that thumb down. Keep that thumb down.
7th round action. Minute and a half gone. Half the round over. There's been one knockdown. Boza Edwards floored Limon with a stunning left in the 5th round. Limon came back from that and actually took the offensive. And in the 6th round, we watch Boza Edwards assume boxing control of this fight, sticking to the pattern his manager, Mickey Duff, has wanted him to. You can see remnants when he had been holding of Boza Edwards' Olympic training as he bowed. No blood flow in the corner of the left eye anymore. It's been effectively worked over in Limon's corner. Limon coming up with a right. We're back live for the 8th round of the WBC Super Featherweight title fight. Bazooka Limon is back to you. Now to the right of your screen, defending. Boza Edwards challenge. The longer this fight goes, the better chance Bazooka Limon has because he has stamina and then some. Right now, I have Boza Edwards ahead. Boza Edwards didn't take advantage of his opportunities. He's not fighting as good a fight as he has the capability of fighting. And his stamina may be suspect. Well, he scored well with the right, Limon did. Maybe Limon got to Boza Edwards with that crack about the now deceased Johnny Owens. Because instead of fighting shrewdly all the way, at times, Boza Edwards has fallen prey to the Limon tactics. Turned it into a slugfest. We'd like to alert our local stations along the line that at the end of this round, we will take a station break. It is round 8, remember? Edwards keeps looking for that one big shot, such as he scored in the 5th, when he sent Limon to the canvas. Oh, that you saw right by Limon. Stagger, Boza Edwards, and Limon trying to capitalize on it quickly. In just a moment, Boza Edwards' legs got rubbery, and Limon is all over him. And he will try to work him to the belly. And up, as you saw. This is a rousing tussle. No question, Limon hurt Boza Edwards in this round. We'll be right back with more of the WBC Super Featherweight title fight after this word from our local stations. We're back live. Dick Young wipes some of the grease off the hair of Limon. And Limon wants to go right after Boza Edwards. Limon took charge in the 8th round. Remember, stamina now a key issue. Limon, always unafraid, always able to absorb punishment, and always strong in the late going. Boza Edwards, who made the fight to his pace in most of the early rounds and who floored Limon in the 5th round. But now, Limon the aggressor. Major change in the tide of the fight, at least in the 8th round. Fighting now the way he likes to fight and wants to fight.
Watch your head.
Let Limon get inside, and he can hurt you and he can butt you, and looking now to see if there's some blood on Boza Edwards from a butt in that inside exchange. It appears there may be over the right eye of Boza Edwards as he now seeks to fight back desperately. This is 9th round action. Good left by Boza Edwards. Limon is a tiger, ceaseless. Two misses by Boza Edwards. Not characteristic. A good inside short right by Limon. Roundhouse right by Boza Edwards, and then a good short straight right again by Limon. See Limon forcing him, crowding him, making the pace, making his kind of fight. He started doing this in the 8th round. We're back live in Stockton, California. Corny Boza Edwards was the man you were looking at. Now it's Bazooka Limon, the defending WBC Super Featherweight champion. Tough fight, close fight now. Limon coming on very strongly in the 8th and then 9th rounds. Boza Edwards may have run, though it may be too early to say, out of gas. May have blown his big opportunity when he floored the opponent in the 5th round with a stunning left. Another Limon right. Those rights are getting in more and more frequently now, and the occasional left, as you just saw. And it's Limon who's forcing the fight and crowding the opponent. What's happened to the Boza Edwards jab that he was working behind so successfully? He's not getting fighting room from Limon anymore, trying to push him off. but somehow seeming to try to load up for one potent left. That may be because he has run out of gas and can't sustain the jab lead attack that he had worked so successfully earlier. 10th round action. Long right by Boza Edwards. Limon caught off guard totally. His hands down. But he's a windmill in action, this kid. He proved it in his fight in the Feldform against Aguayo. Got all the guts in the world. May not train the way Cuyo Hernandez wants him to train, but he's effective. Says he knows himself better and his body better than anybody on the outside. Now you see Boza Edwards back to boxing, back to the basics, and pushing off the opponent to get punching room. That makes a difference. Yep, you can see it. He's back to boxing basics. So as we approach the end of round 10, Boza Edwards seems to have found some renewed vigor and the skills that he displayed earlier. Rough exchanges there, the end of the round. Back live at ringside in Stockton, California. WBC super featherweight crown at stake. Boza Edwards challenging Bazooka Limon. It's been a good challenge thus far and a good scrap. Tough as Limon is, Boza Edwards used his boxing skills effectively in the early rounds and indeed flawed Limon in the 5th round, the only knockdown in the fight. Then Limon came on strongly in the middle rounds, particularly the 8th and 9th. In the 10th, Boza Edwards started recapturing his boxing skills, or at least showing the ability to recapture just when it appeared he might have run out of gas. Now we're in the 11th round. The referee is Dick Young. The fight is being scored by 3 judges. Ken, Lou Filippo, Hank Ellis-Poro. When they're toe-to-toe on the inside, you can expect Limon to do his damage. See the way Limon gets his head in against the opponent's head? That's what you gotta be careful of. That's where the butt comes. That's where the blood can flow as a result. Limon, wild, his hands down at his side. There is blood from the nose of Limon. The left nostril is bleeding. The blood you see on Bazooka's trunk. You see Limon rubbing that nose. Now you see the blood coming out of it. And now it's Boza Edwards who becomes the clear aggressor. Shifting tides in this fight. Ugandan turned Britisher in clear command thus far in this round. And we have less than a half minute to go, as you can see. Now Boza Edwards is fighting a smart fight. He's not trying to knock him out with one punch. He's trying to punish him, work the opponent and work the ring. See that? It's Limon who's missing. The end of the round. Round 11. Now that was the smartest round he fought the entire fight. You see that? Yeah. All right, you're looking right there at them working over Bazooka Limon. Bazooka Limon, who clearly was bothered by the blood flow from the left nostril, kept wiping that nostril with his glove, leaving himself open. And in my view, the 11th round was the smartest round fought in this fight by Cornelius Boza Edwards. Remember, ABC's Wide World of Sports. Nadia Comaneci and the Romanian gymnast with a special performance by Kurt Thomas from Madison Square Garden, same day, scoring 7 perfect 10s during the '76 Olympics. She returns to Garden, and she will give a very special performance. Don't forget, too, the World Pairs Figure Skating Championships. We are live in Stockton. We are into round 12. And Limon now shows signs of wear and tear, steadily missing. Boza Edwards keeping his poise. And he certainly, after looking so bad in the 8th and 9th rounds, has recaptured. Good right lead by Bazooka there, though.
Back him up, back him up.
What he wants to do, keep boxing room. Limon steadily missing now. Twelfth round action. In and out. Saw Boza Edwards get in with the combination, then out, Limon missed. There you saw a good uppercut to Limon's chin. And a good, short, quick combination. Punches that way sting. They're crisp, they're clean, they're direct. Right again. Beautiful combination. Seconds left in the round. Limon trying to fight back now. Limon was hurt. I'm surprised by Boza Edwards' stamina up to this point. Really surprised. And he is fighting his fight now. Very, very well. A little bit wild, but scored. Blood again from the nostril. We're back live, Stockton, California, ringside WBC Super Featherweight title fight. Bazooka Limon defending, now to the left of your screen. Putting up a good show, Cornelius Boza Edwards, the challenger. Now Limon coming out in the 13th round after enduring 3 poor rounds, which Boza Edwards worked him over. Limon still with the stamina and the guts to try to come back. So in the early seconds, you saw him doing that. Now he's slowed down, Limon. Thirteenth round action. Saw how lazily Limon threw that left. blow, clearly. A low blow by Bazooka Limon. And just as clearly, Corny Boza Edwards complained again to Dick Young and looked at Dick Young. But that's not going to help Boza Edwards. There's no question that that was a low blow. The crowd here is, of course, for Limon. Limon trying to work over the belly. Limon hurting Boza Edwards with a blow to the face. Trying to get Dick Young's attention, but he's got to watch the fighters to see if he's penalized Limon for the low blow. Now Edwards comes back. And Edwards, a very gentlemanly fellow, has become a tiger. The low blow infuriated him. Now he's trying to load up, land that one left that could put Limon down again. See Limon constantly rubbing that left nostril. 13th round action and a half a minute to go. We will stay after this round and perhaps get a look at that low blow. Good right by Limon. A good comeback round by Limon. Another good right. End of the round, and you must admit these fellows give you a show. Okay, Dick Young, the referee, deducting a point from Limon in that round for the low blow. There you see him in action. And it had to be done. It really had to be done. Because it was clearly so low. But let's see it now. I think we'll get a view of it. There. Oh, good Lord. Right into the groin area. No excuse for that. As we await the advent of the 14th round. Bazooka Limon, the champion, defending. That's Cuyo Hernandez, who was just leaning over. Cornelius Boza Edwards challenging for the super featherweight title, WBC version. Now we're ready for the start of the 14th round. Limon trying to go to the belly. He'll go anywhere without regard to where it is. That much is clear. And look at the way he's come out. On fire. Trying to get Boza Edwards. Boza Edwards now answering back in Muhammad Ali style and beginning to get some of the crowd. There's a little flair to these lower weight classifications, I'll tell you. Excuse me, Sugar Ray Leonard started it. Howard Davis showed some of it at Montreal. Tommy Hearns can do his own dance. Big right by Limon. 14th round action. And Limon pumping away, pumping away. Notice some of those blows, how low they were. But he keeps pumping away. Boza Edwards, from his point of view, must stay away. Push him off. Get leverage for punching room himself and work his combination. But suddenly again, he's not doing it. I said shifting tides, it's been the case ever since the 8th round. Good right lead by Boza Edwards, and he hurt Limon. And he's got Limon hurt again. less than a minute left in the round. A tremendous scrap it turned out to be. For separating them, but he did the right thing. You see the clock counting down. And while Limon started this round on fire, Boza Edwards came on later on to reassert himself. And look at the blood coming down Limon's face. It's a Pier 6 at this point. We are back live, and this is it. The 15th round, the final round of a tough fight that has gone first one way and then the other, that has had only one knockdown. Limon floored in the 5th round by a Boza Edwards left. Suddenly, when it looked that Limon was out of the fight, he came on again with a fury in the 13th and 14th rounds. He did suffer a penalty in the 13th for a low blow. It's going to be interesting to see how the judges score this one. The referee, no voice in the scoring. Right here, Boza Edwards coming on again. Just as one man appears to be coming on, the other comes back. Curiously walking away, back to the ropes. For the first time showing fatigue himself. His fists have been flailing away, pumping like a windmill. Now clearly Limon himself has lost some of the verve, some of the resolution that characterized his efforts throughout the fight. Already said I was surprised by the stamina of young Boza Edwards. This kid should become a steadily improving fighter. He's in good hands with Duff and Jackie McCoy. And he's trying to finish with a flourish. He's got Limon pinned against the ropes. Limon has not been able to fight his way out of it. Now he gets away. Meanwhile, Boza Edwards does not cover and does not give himself space. He's trying to load up. Boza Edwards is. You see him. He's trying to finish him off, but I don't think he'll be able to do it. Look at Limon fighting back. Missing. Boza Edwards covering. And the two of them go at it. And they'll be going at it till the very end. Limon pouring it on Boza Edwards now. Two kids with as much guts as you'd ever want to see. Each man appears to be punched out and suddenly comes back with still more punches. Limon backing off. Come on, fight me, he says. Again, bravado. Well, why not? He's trying to muster up some strength as the fight ends. It went the full 15. No knockout, one knockdown. That in the 5th round. And we will have the official decision here in Stockton, California, Bat City, in the Memorial Civic Auditorium in 1 moment. We are back live. The judges are still totaling their scores. No official decision yet. Mickey Duff leaned over and said, "Didn't we win it?" Honestly, I thought Boza Edwards did win it, but I cautioned him because this is a fight that had so many ups and downs, one can't tell how the judges react. Dick Young, the referee there, no voice in the score. The only thing that marred this fight were the many low blows leveled by Bazooka Limon. Indeed, he may have lost the 13th round because of penalization by referee Dick Young. Clearly, Limon in his corner think they won, and now we may be ready for the official decision. Let me see if I can get to this thing, because shortly we'll be running out of time. Again, I repeat, I think that Cornelius Boza Edwards won this fight. He was the better boxer. His blows were cleaner. But again, we must wait for the judge's decision. I think that young man, as you look at him, is going to be a steadily improving and ultimately exceptional fighter.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a unanimous decision.
Decision's unanimous.
Judge Dr. Jen King scores 146-140. Hank Ellisboo scores 146-139. Lou Filippo 143-141. All for the new champion.
There it is. Cornelius Boza Edwards gets a tough but deserved decision. This kid, a southpaw fighter who would have been favored in the 76 Olympics in his weight classification, but who was one of those representing the departing black nations at that time, has come on, and he is now the WBC super featherweight champion of the world.